Welcome everybody to Kitchenorama. Hope you all are staying safe and enjoying this cool and crisp weather. Subscribe, like and follow, and let's make this food journey memorable. Am I the only one who enjoys ice cream when the weather gets cooler, or do you like it too? Let's make some homemade kulfi or ice cream using these amazing pumpkins. I'm using half a sugar pumpkin, a small size. Any nuts of your choice, you're going to be blending it into a fine powder in any blender you have. You would need roughly about 2 to 3 tablespoons of this fine nut powder, 16 ounces or 2 big cups of half and half, 8 ounces or 1 big cup of heavy whipping cream. You need 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. Go ahead and peel your pumpkins and cut them into small sizes. Layer them into a baking tray or a baking sheet, and we are going to be baking them at 410 degrees Fahrenheit for roughly about 25 minutes. Now, if you feel that 25 minutes was not enough to bake your pumpkin, you can always stick it in for another 5 minutes. Once your pumpkins have baked, you can use a fork and you will see how easily the fork goes through the pumpkins. It should be very easy to mush your pumpkins using just a plain fork. Go ahead and mush it. This makes the puree making process a little easier. Put your mushed pumpkins into a blender, add 2 tablespoons of sugar and blend it into fine puree and set it aside. Turn your Instant Pot on sauté mode. Take your 2 big cups of half and half, or roughly about 16 ounces. Once your Instant Pot has warmed up, add your milk. Now we need only roughly about 5 minutes of cooking of this milk. I'm adding my 2nd cup in there and I'm gonna give it a good stir so nothing sticks to the bottom. And at this point, I'm gonna add roughly about 2 to 3 tablespoons of the dried nut powder I just made. This gives an awesome nutty flavor to your homemade ice cream or kulfi, and it doesn't give you those big pieces during every bite. Make sure you stir it occasionally so nothing sticks to the bottom. And once your milk comes to a boil, go ahead and turn off your Instant Pot. Now to the warm boiling milk, I'm gonna add about 1 can of sweetened condensed milk and give it a good stir. Again, I wanna make sure nothing sticks to the bottom. Look at that nice nutty consistency there. At this point, I'm adding 2 cups of my pumpkin puree. Now half a sugar pumpkin gave me 2 cups of pumpkin puree, and I'm gonna go ahead and use a whisk to mix it all well up together. I wanna make sure there are no lumps in there and everything comes together evenly. Now the milk is still warm, and this really helps in combining your ingredients well. At this point, I'm gonna add 1 cup of whipping cream and give everything a good stir. And that's it. This is your last step for making your homemade kulfi or ice cream. I used only 2 tablespoons of sugar because my pumpkin is ripe and I'm using sweetened condensed milk. Take any kind of a baking tin and go ahead and pour your mixture in the tin. Let it cool off at room temperature for about roughly 5 to 10 minutes, and then you can put it in the freezer to freeze overnight. And then garnish it with any favorite chopped nuts. And I really found this idea very cool in taking these minion pumpkins and using them as the serving bowl. Enjoy this amazing nutty homemade kulfi or pumpkin ice cream, and don't forget to subscribe.